I'm Jose Antonio Vargas. I'm a journalist, I'm a filmmaker, and I'm also the founder of Define American. And today, Define American is actually launching a very important campaign called Scholarships for All at the Nebraska Civil Rights Conference here in Lincoln. And the campaign is basically asking institutions, organizations to ask themselves how they define American when helping college students. I started Define American almost 8 years ago when I outed myself. I publicly came out as an undocumented immigrant in the New York Times. I was born in the Philippines. I was sent here when I was 12. Then I found out that I was here illegally when I was 16 and worked as a journalist. And then when I was 30 years old, came out. And the whole goal for me was, how do we change the way we talk about this issue? And for me, that begins with asking the question of, how do you define American? Is it papers? Is it laws? Like, I'm from here. Like, this is where I grew up, right? I'm a product of public schools. I'm a product of people, neighbors who helped me out. Right? They found scholarships when there weren't anything available for an undocumented student when I was going to high school and going to college. One of the reasons that prodded Define American to start this Scholarships for All campaign is actually one of our chapter leaders. There are about 60 Define American chapters in colleges across the country, and one of them is at Harvard. And Jin Park, this undocumented student, started the chapter at Harvard, and he got the Rhodes Scholarship a few months ago, even though he's undocumented. So the Rhodes Scholarship is among probably the most prestigious scholarships in the country, if not the world. And they decided that Jin being undocumented did not disqualify him to apply and to get the Rhodes Scholarship. So if it's good enough for the Rhodes Scholarship, we're trying to ask, is it good enough for whatever scholarship fund you have?